You want to say hi, buddy? Oh, yeah, he's a shy guy today. Alright, everybody, so great to see you tuning in. Welcome you to the forest. I hope you guys are safe in your adventures. Hope you're finding a little bit of gold. Probably not finding ounces, but don't expect that. There's very few people in the world that can show ounces of gold that they found. So don't feel bad. I watch my channel. I do the best I can. I'm pretty consistent. So I'm going to show you guys where we're sitting right now. Okay. Okay, well, I got this big rock. This is about 1,000-pound stone. The one we moved in the last video was there. But this guy's 3 times the size. So what I do is I have them hooked up to the chain fall again. The chain fall's hooked up to the tree over there. So what I'm going to do is show you guys on camera here. We're going to rip this bad boy out of the hole. But first, look at all that dirt there. Now, you got to think, how do you get that off of there without having it go in the water? So here's your tip of the day. When you can get under a rock like that, put your pans there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself some water with a pan, and you're going to splash it all over top of the rock. And all the gold that's on it is going to go down into your pans. So that's your guys' tip of the day. All right, Bear, I'll make you a bet, buddy. I can move this rock with one hand. Okay. One hand, holding the phone. Look at her, ripping her right out. Okay, you see I'm starting to expose the material above them now. I ripped them that far. I'm gonna move them the rest of the way out of the way, but I'm gonna try and get that material there before it falls into the water. So that's the plan right now. Okay, I've cleaned what I can off the top and from behind them until I can move them some more. So this is some of the material from it. I'm just on my way to my first bucket here. Look at that, eh? It's beautiful material. Okay, took a bit, but there's my first bucket of concentrate. Okay, I got him maxed out now. But have a look back here, everybody. I'll show you. That's where I can dig material from now. So I'm working my way down here. But you can see I pulled that rock. It's right tight against the other one from the other week. Now that I'm done there, I can start filling that in too. And I kind of just work my way along the flat of the creek and I fill everything in as I go. Now what do you see up there? Oh, that's a sleeping Malinois, but his ears are up and he is waiting for a sound like always. Yeah. 4 years, guys, I ain't ever seen an animal. Now let's get that second bucket together now. There's 2 buckets. Good to go. Here's a pan of material from behind there. Just took it from that rock there. My third bucket here I'm working on. Don't know how far I'm going to get, but I'm going to go until I have enough energy to make one more video after this. Okay, I got my tiny bucket back in the hole there, and what I'm doing is taking the dirt from behind that big rock, filling that little bucket, and then bringing it over to my classifier. But here, I'll show you what I'm just scooped out of there. It's wonderful looking material. This was directly underneath that big giant boulder, so I'm hoping it keeps us going with some more really good gold samples. Look at this material. It's absolutely amazing. This is what you want to look for, guys. Oxidized, heavies, hematites, quartz. You're probably going to have gold in your samples. If you're not seeing dirt looks like this, those other things that go along with it, you should probably find a new spot. Most people are pretty nice as long as you talk to them. But that's a big tip. You know, prospecting is fun and everything, but there are rules. I mean, you can't just go on somebody's land and just start digging holes, or you're either going to get your ass kicked or you're going to get arrested. And neither of those are good scenarios for anybody. So I like to follow the rules. We have claims out here. This creek is amazing. So yeah, we can't go wrong as long as everybody obeys the rules. I know some of them other guys out there are in different areas. They can process dirt and do things in different ways, but I have a lot of rules to follow, so I do my best. They are a little unclear. That's the BC forestry guys. What I mean by unclear is it's not clear the difference between the creek and inland prospecting. The rules are different. Some they're the same, and none of them really make sense. So we all do our best to try and figure out what we can do and can't do, but you definitely don't want to use dredges. That's the pan I just took out of the hole. Clean it and clean that at the same time. Okay, time to show you the double pan technique, okay? I got those underneath, but I got these other rocks here. So what I want to do is loosen them, try and knock all the material that's on them into those two pans, you see? So then what I can do is he might be a little heavy to do while holding, but I'll try. I just take him over. He goes in the rock washing bucket, and I just do some of that. I mean, you guys get the idea. I don't need to show you anymore. The only important part is make sure they're really clean, because gold is really sticky. It'll stick to rocks, especially when it's wet. You know, when it's dry, you don't really have to worry about it, but that's a nice rock. Leave him here, so I keep my big rocks around the hole so it's easier to fill in after. And yeah, that's probably going to be the last material I grab for this video. So, okay, I have 4 buckets. You know, they're half, 3/4. Be really careful. You don't want to hurt yourself. Most people, where the gold is, it's remote. It's very hard to get to, so don't hurt your back. Because there is a lot of risks, but not to be scared of them. But the more you watch my channel, the more you see the easier ways to do it, where the risks are, and how to mediate them or mitigate them, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like or sub if I impress you by the end. I always appreciate it. New channel. It's my first year, so I hope you guys enjoy this sample. All right, thanks again. Okay, I got 2 buckets done. And right there, my water bucket. Everything's looking really good. We'll have a look at the sluice run after. But 2 more buckets, guys. Okay, right there, that's a little tiny piece. That's a really big flake. I can't quite pick it out of the mat, but it's nice to have some visible gold in the sluice run anyways. It is up high where you want your gold to be. You never want it to be down there. It's a pretty important point when you're high banking. You don't want to throw gold away. Okay, now a lot of your gold is going to go through the miner's moss and end up underneath it. So that's where the miner's moss sits. And here's where it is. This is a very heavy piece. Right now I can't see any big pieces, but this holds gold really well too. So I'm going to put this in the bucket. I'm going to put my mat in the bucket, clean it, flush everything down into the pan after so I don't flush anything out of the high banker. And we're going to see what kind of gold we got today. Alright everybody, here we go. This is 4 beautiful buckets of dirt. Some down into not even a half a pan. So let's see what we got, everybody. Remember, you can go forwards and backwards and side to side. Sometimes I like to do a little bit of both. Keeps it a little more fun. A little this way, a little this way, and then we get rid of it. Oh, wow. Look at that gold showing already. Wow. Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, let's go over to the smaller ripples because these big ones having trouble getting it past them now. So that's why most pans have two different kinds of ripples. If your pan doesn't have any ripples, you got to be a little more careful, but the Egyptians didn't have ripples. They just straight into pans. You know, they knew what they were doing. They knew how to get the gold out of the sand, which is really hard, by the way, to get gold out of dry sand. It's not an easy task. I'm just taking out all these little hematites. Allows me to show a nicer sample. If I can get rid of most of them, okay. Okay, you can see how the flour gold's starting to creep up. Now you want to go to no ripples. I'm showing everybody a full pan from start to finish here so that they can get an idea on how fine you gotta be at the end. Nice, light in and out. Let the black sand flow off and you'll see now there's a speck starting to go, so you've gone too far. Now, when it's starting to want to leave the pan and you have no ripples, now you want to tip it forwards and backwards. But at the same time, you want to tap it with your other hand. And when you tap it over here, it settles all the gold back up here. So that's a kind of like a stop and go situation. The heaviest material will come backwards and the lights all come this direction. So let's see. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it all there and I'm going to go forwards and backwards. I'm going to get rid of as much as I can. Okay, now normally is when I would start tapping it from this edge here, right, to bring the gold back, but I'm just gonna spread it out so that everybody can see. Oh, whoa! That's awesome. Wow. It's incredible gold, everybody. Holy shit. Oh, Jesus. That was a lot better sample than I thought we were going to get, guys. I think the gold's getting better as I head towards this big rock. I'll show you. I've been working my way towards it. Okay, you got the creek is all coming this way, right? And then you got where I'm working. Right in behind this, you know, it's the size of a small car. This bedrock here. And I have all this wonderful material for the next video. I'm just stoked, everybody. I can't wait for the next one. I hope to see you again, and always, safety first. I know it sounds crazy, but you could just think about it, okay? See you again.